What's up?
Hello, guys.
Evening.
Evening. Surprise,
Rabbit.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, stuff.
Well, at least y'all can hear me. Am I moving again?
Yeah, you're moving again.
Sweet. All right.
Told ya, pay your internet bill. It
Hey.
helps.
Yeah,
Hey.
stop hijacking next door's internet, man.
Yeah.
Do I look like Vinny?
No, he guesses from Netto's.
Yeah, mine's working.
Hey, Alex. Hey, Nasty Coils. How you doing?
So how's everybody doing today?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you, bro?
Not too bad. Y'all want to talk about what you're vaping on today? Start with Andy and go down.
I am on. I got my billet box again. I just got the new Karma bridge. It's not new. It's new to me. The Karma RBA for it, which is pretty impressive. I'm still on the 10 milligram salt nick, the Yogi, the banana and peanut butter granola bars, really, really nice. And then I've got my Immortal Mods Team Mod, my Team DNA with the OMEC, and I'm using the shorty tank on it still. Actually really starting to get on with this tank now, whereas before I didn't. And yeah, still got the peanut butter and jam monster, grape and peanut butter jelly in there. Ooh. And half moon tip on that. And I think it's Concio. It's pronounced Koncio, like a integrated drip tip and button set on the. That's like titanium. Yeah, it's titanium.
Rabbit's playing with the firecracker by the look of it.
Yeah.
What's the recommended retail on one of those, Andy? More than you can afford, Ferrari? Or?
To be honest, the Concio stuff, or however it's pronounced, isn't as expensive as like the friendly flipper stuff and nice and all that kind of stuff. Like that stuff sells for more than recommended retail because it's just not available. So people flip it. It's literally friendly flipper. It couldn't have a more apt name. The amount of people that get that and just like sell it for twice as much a little while later. But yeah, I think it was like 40 euros for the button and drip tip set. The titanium, that's not too bad, you know. But yeah, I love it.
Not too bad.
What are you rocking with, Josh?
Go on, Jade Chisel.
I've got my my Gripnade and Resurgence.
Nice.
And in that, I've got some King's Cream Rainbow, just for a change. Very
Taste
similar.
rainbow.
I find it very similar to the Sad Boy Unicorn.
Oh, okay.
Don't know if any. Oh, it's nice though. It's good. And I like both of them. And then again, my everyday carry, my Siege, and that's got my Redemption on it, my Titanium Redemption Cloud Cap. And
you're going to be vaping on them, Rabbit. Sorry,
Well,
Josh.
yeah, that adds more flavor.
And then in that, I've got Butter Cookie.
Nice. I love that.
Yeah, I've been through like 4 bottles of this in the last week.
That's the original Sad Boy flavor.
Yeah.
It's so good, man. I don't think there's a better lemon out there, to be honest with you.
No, I agree.
Is it a lemon? So I'm yet to try that one.
It's like a lemon.
Lemon butter cookie.
Lemon butter cookie, yeah.
I would call it more like a lemon shortbread, like a lemon shortcake.
Yeah.
And it's
really nice, yeah. Really, really good. I mean,
I do like my lemon
flavors.
flavours.
One that I tried, actually. I think that was the first Sad Boy that I tried. I got them all at once, and I tried that. And then I tried the custard cookie. And then I tried another, and then it was like...
No problem, Steve.
Wow.
Always, man.
Really, really like the... really like all their flavors, actually. To be fair.
Yeah.
I haven't tried one that I don't like yet.
Chunks time.
I found the website.
I'm on the OP as always, as I was last Sunday. Still on the same Sad Boy blueberry cookie. Blueberry jam cookie. I'm terrible with names. I'm also on my little Voopoo, Vinci X. That's got, and you won't come to any surprise to you, lots of drip packs in that one. Pink Boy. pink lemonade.
Same as always.
Yeah, I like my drip packs. Can't help it. Unfortunately, the call's going on this because the flavour's pretty much mute now. So it's like, ugh. So I'll have to pick another one of them up soon. And then I'm also on my pod. And in that one, I've got some King of Icing of the Flake.
Nice.
It's all right. It's not something I normally would vape, but I wouldn't say it was unpleasant. But then I wouldn't say it's like the best I've ever had.
I really like it.
I think it's one of them that people can just vape it all day and it not. Do you know what I mean? It's one of them that it's not too strong a flavour, so people can use it as their all-day vape.
I've always found it doesn't take nicotine too well. It gets a little bit harsh for me.
Yeah, it can do.
I know it's definitely a throat hit on it, so it's.
I'm the same thing with Fluffer from Liquid Sky. I find that a bit throaty, you know, even like the 3 milligram one, like, you know, it's quite you know, hitting that in a series, you feel it on your throat, definitely. Not like
that's
what
one thing I'm not really a massive fan of is throat
that
hit
feeling
and
stuff on the back of your throat.
Yeah, I just don't. I'm not. Yeah. See, I don't have much of a gag reflex like Josh and you, Andy.
I bet you got no gag reflex. All right, my turn.
Yeah, go on, bro.
Yeah, once you finish.
So I'm rewicking the Haka right now. I got the Turk V2 on there with some Raps Aliens in there, and I'm using that cotton. As y'all just saw, that stuff is fucking so easy to rewick with.
Yeah,
oh God, yes.
Good.
I remember trying a sample of that.
Dripping some of that Basics corn puff cereal milk. I love this stuff.
I need to get some of that from you, man. When I've got some money.
It's amazing. Seriously, I'll have to send you some. And then I got that new Dreadnought tank running a Vanilla Killer from Paradigm. It's a vanilla ice cream wafers. It's really good.
That sounds good.
That sounds good as well.
What tank are you running there, Rabbit,
It's
mate?
like the best vanilla I've ever tried. The new Dreadnought Vapors Cloud.
That's nice.
Right, yeah.
It's an RTA, but I took the deck out and I'm running a Falcon coil in it. So
yeah, I've got one. I've actually got one of them. They're decent. Like, really, I think that was the one that started making me actually like RTAs a little bit, because before I was just like, yeah, don't like them. But it was that, then the Fatality, and yeah, now I like tanks quite a lot. Yeah,
I
I
like my
never.
little Street Max.
Yeah, I always used to find they were a trade-off with flavour and sort of stuff for convenience, you know. Before, but now I think they've caught up. You know,
I had mine not this October, the October before, so 2017. I had mine somewhere. Yeah, October 2017. I've been using it ever since regularly. I find if you have the single or the dual coil, it's not as good. It's better, it's decent, but the quad coil's the best out of all of the coils.
Well, I was actually telling Chris about this. We don't carry the Firelute coils for it anymore.
No, you do
the Renko Mesh Pro. And
right,
they actually fit the Firelute Mesh Pro, and it's a much better coil, like 10 times better.
Okay.
Yeah, it gives it quite a lot of juice capacity as well, doesn't it? Using the stock coils, it gives it a big amount of juice. Compared to having the RDA deck in there, or the RTA deck rather.
The Dreadnought with the Falcon coil, it holds like 10 mils.
Yeah,
nice.
I mean, it's a good all rounder. It really is. I mean, they did the other one as well, the VCMT2.
Yes, I've got one of them.
The same deck. As in the Dreadnought, but just with a much bigger tank. And for some reason, I don't know why, but all you got to do is look at it and the juice goes down in it,
in the VCMT2, yes.
Oh my God. It's like the Lamborghinis of do you know what I mean?
1980s Jag. 1960s, 1980s Jag.
Yeah, it's a drinker. For real. I mean, I was like, I was quite shocked by it. But the only thing I didn't like was with an RTA that big, I couldn't really get big coils in it. And that felt like the VCMT2 looked like it needed to be on a series box or something, just because of the size of it.
I've seen so many people on Expo running them like series, and literally you can, like you said, you can literally just watch the juice go.
Yeah.
Coil, not in the Dreadnought. They're for the Fire Luke Mesh Pro.
Is that what they're called over in America? Because I'm known as the Free Max Pro over here.
Yeah, it's the Fire Luke Mesh Pro. Stevie, yeah, dude. When I hit your Dreadnought, dude, I fell in love. Like that shit. That's that's the only tank I've used since I got it. I love this fucking tank.
I found it a bit too restrictive, but everybody's different, so.
Yeah, it is a bit tight on the airflow, if you know what I mean. Is it? It's not like a real open pull on it, but
no, but I love it. Look at the density.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like, it's great for doing tricks and stuff.
That's what I like. I like dense clouds.
It is dense, but
good flavor.
I had one of them on my Hexone for a long time, my O-frame, and that was just an awesome setup.
Yeah,
them two together.
I miss my Hexone, honestly.
I like the O-frames. I've got a blue one still, and I've got a red V3, but I prefer the O-frames to the standard ones. I just think they look that little bit nicer.
So, how's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah,
I'm doing fine. Been a lot better than it was this morning.
Bit better.
How's the training going, Josh?
Yeah, really well, man. Really well. Looking forward. So fights in 28th of March. So it's less than a month now. So yeah, looking forward to it. Can't wait.
You should wear your LXV shirt on the way to the ring.
Well, I've got some LXV shorts being made up by our good friend Taka's wife. Same as the hat, nice big logo, name on it. So LXV will be represented. It is sold out, so 1,400 people coming to watch. So
then we can start. Then we can start advertising. LXV will beat your regular vape show's ass.
How's the wanker's cramp? I mean, the wrist.
The wrist is all right now. Yeah, I didn't even damage the wrist boxing. So, funnily enough, I fell over a box at work. And, my weight landed on my wrist and sprained it, and so had to take it easy. But
we know who the angry wanker is, really.
Apart from that, no, it's going really well. Really well. They work you hard, as you can imagine.
Hey, Chris, didn't you say something about you're building like a custom Xbox or some shit?
No, I'm waiting on a couple of mod chips to come through for the original Xbox, so I can mod it up, put some custom firmware on it, soft modding it, so I can do things like play emulators, like some classic stuff, N64, SNES, NES, original PlayStation if I chose to, but I got a PS2, so I could play them on that. Things like that. It's a work in progress. Just waiting on one of the guys that I've been talking to recently to get them in so we can ship them out from the States to me.
Yeah, I'm working on building a new RC right now. I kind of wanted to do this show in the middle of the week, so basically to give the viewers a little insight on other hobbies that we have. You know what I'm saying? They all know we vape, so I figured
petrol,
other things.
Yeah, I've been building coils all day.
Electric.
Between my doing my university work and building coils, that's what I've been doing basically all day.
It's a brushless, Chris.
Yeah. Non-stop.
Brushless.
Getting,
so it's electric, full electric. Yeah.
Getting back into the swing of things with building coils is
Don't talk to me about coils after Sunday.
Andy, do you still do the DJ stuff?
Yeah, I do, but I haven't really been doing that much of it because, like, with the coil building and my course that I'm doing, it's just taking up a lot of my time, basically. But I'm looking at getting it's a device called Ableton Push 2, and it's basically for making tracks and stuff, you know. And it's just like a MIDI controller type thing. So I'm looking at getting one of them.
That's because I always had Dirty Feet Shell.
So you can start making your own beats and stuff?
Yeah, that's the idea. I mean, I've mapped on my controller, you can sort of see here, I've mapped the velocity pads on there through MIDI and Ableton and stuff, but it's just not got enough of them. You know, I haven't got enough pads because I've got to keep changing from bank to bank to bank to get what I want. And it's a lot of pissing around.
Give me a sec.
So, I mean,
need a MIDI controller.
yeah, this here it does work as a MIDI controller, but it's not a very good one.
Yeah, I mean, I've had one in the past. You know, I've dabbled in the old DJ stuff, and
yeah. I mean, it's this thing is solid. It's still going as strong as it was when I got it, like, I don't know, 5 years ago when they came out. You know,
DJ, man, it's just solid stuff.
You gotta have some good ass software though, man. That's the biggest thing when it comes to those MIDIs is having good software.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I mean, like I've messed about with Fruit Loops. I've messed about with Ableton a little bit. You know, it's like double Dutch to me though, really. Do you know, it's like I just need someone to show me, like, right, look, this is how you do this, not watching some fucking YouTube video. You know, it's like, yeah, it's not as easy as you'd think. You know, I thought that with the software and, you know, some decent hardware, I looked into just getting a MIDI keyboard.
Oh yeah,
but pretty cheap ones, dude. I used to have a Behringer one back in the day, when I used to do a lot of like music writing just for you know.
Yeah, that's what I want to use it for.
Like did the job. It was only like 2 octaves. But
yeah, now see a lot of the things that people are saying about them type of ones is that they're not very good if you want to take them to other places because they're not. You know what I mean? Like the cheap ones, they're not very well. But I don't want to take it anywhere. I just want to leave it in here, so it doesn't make any difference to me. It's not like I'm going around loads of different places doing live PAs and stuff. So you know, I don't really need a mega expensive MIDI keyboard. You just need it just to be able just to use it, you know. I mean, you can map your keyboard keys to it, but
yeah, you can.
That's not much fun.
What button is it again?
Yeah,
there's so many short keys already that I can't remember.
Yeah, and then you're doing it, and then you realise you're trying to do a fucking a spinning bird kick on Street Fighter instead of playing a fucking beat. And you're like, time to stop. But yeah, it's all just, for me though, it's all just a bit of fun, you know. I mean, these speakers are booming as well.
They're HS8s.
Yeah, HS8s. So 8-inch. Yeah, 8-inch. Yeah, 8-inch woofers with a 200 watt amp on the back of each one.
I could bore you to death with stuff.
Yeah, I know. Right.
Too late.
Yeah. Josh is the one that knows about all of that stuff. Like, you know, he's like the expert on it, and on most things like that, I'll defer to Josh because he knows. What I know is a bit out of date, shall we say? Like, you know, like I remember back in the day when it was all analog. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can make a beat on an analog sequencer. I can do that, but with digital, I find it a bit hard. Here it is.
You can just manipulate when you want.
And
even Zippy.
Everybody say hello to Zippy and his fan.
Oh yeah. Go warm the place up.
What you got? Blowing on your nuts or what?
Might as well.
He's got a fan eater under there like that. He's just having a quick blow and go.
Yeah, man. What I'm saying.
Oh, dear.
But yeah, I think I'm going to come up.
Fashionably late to the party.
I'm always
Alex,
late.
you take it easy, mate.
See you, Alex. Be good, brother. You need anything, holler.
I'm always late.
My Nord isn't holding charge. Do I just get a new one? How old is it?
Yeah, that's the first
It's
question.
pretty old, she said. When I was talking to her about it originally, she's had it for a while.
Yeah, just get a new one because, I mean, most places, they'll only guarantee it for a couple of months, you know, like
Michelle, if you hold off to the weekend, I'll give you my RPM.
Yeah, seven months is pretty damn good on a Nord.
Yeah, I mean, if you've been using
She's had it longer than that.
No, your,
She said
your sister,
7 months itch.
Eh?
Is that your sister, Michelle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
Oh, okay.
That's what I was just thinking. I'm sure that's your sister.
I like the
Yeah,
way
it
she
is.
just doesn't text Chris. She comes on and asks us for some expert advice.
What
Yeah.
can I say?
Saves me having to do the job.
Right, so June to December is 6 months, right? January,
So 8 months.
February, 8 months. Yeah,
That's not
yeah,
bad.
not far
That's
off.
pretty good
How
for
are you
a
doing, Michelle? You all
mower.
right? He doesn't respond, and I wanted the experts. Yeah, that's right. Zippy smile says it all. I used it for 1 month, then started using it again a few weeks ago. That's probably what it is the battery's died on you because it hasn't been being charged and depleted.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so the memory in the battery, whatever it was, when you
Battery's basically got Alzheimer's now.
yeah, that's all it will charge to now.
Those little tiny, like 700 mile lipos, they don't.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't get many charges as it is. But if you let them sit and get all the way dead, they won't charge back up.
Especially
They don't like
like
the cold either. They don't like the cold either. Them little lipos.
Yeah.
That
As I
fucks them up.
said, she can have my RPM. I'll give her that.
Well, there you go, Michelle. You got the hookup. So how are you doing, Zip?
All right, man.
What are you vaping on tonight? You missed it.
The Rocket.
And
Oh, some blended.
some
Is that the orange one?
that's the
Yeah.
plan on mangosteen.
that
Yeah.
orange one's good.
For
as
an orange flavour, it's
One of
nice.
the only orange vapes I actually like.
Yeah, same here.
One by a company, I can't remember the name of it. It's the company's called Cuties or something like that.
And what's that one?
And that's an orange flavour.
Sex on the beach, man.
Ah,
Yeah, that is like the cocktail Sex on the Beach, is it? Is it like
No,
It's
like
nice.
actually having.
I've got to pick. I've got to go up there, man. So I'll pick some bits and pieces up.
I really love their
do
strawberry
so.
sapodilla one. That was really nice.
Have you tried the grape?
Yes, I've tried the grape in the blended as well. Tried all three of them.
That's probably one of the better grapes.
is that what's
Yeah,
that?
it's
The grape Asia, is it?
That's the one, Zip.
Yeah, it's grape and Asia
Yeah,
berry.
that
isn't it?
one. That was
That
beautiful.
shit's good.
Tosser.
Yeah.
Teasing me.
Chris,
Yeah,
you want
no,
to know?
they're good.
Let me guess, it's not even been opened.
Forgot all about it. So you just mentioned it.
Yeah, it's really nice stuff.
That
What is
might
that?
be one to.
Put it this way, that one actually has taken the Sugar Lips place as number one juice for me.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to get Paul a bottle of mango to vape on the show.
Yep, I've still got some of that.
That's unopened and all. I forgot all about them. They're in the what's it? And I just put stuff on top of them and forget all about them, man.
I like their orange one's really nice for an orange, and I can't stand orange normally. It just doesn't taste
Yeah,
right.
it's nice, man. It's got a nice tang to it.
Yeah.
I like it. So
Same with their grape one. That actually tastes like a proper grape when you're vaping on it.
Yeah, it's grape and Asia berry, isn't it? So it's got a bit of a blackberry type to it as well. This is the. Have you seen these bottles before?
I've got the
There you
pear
go.
one. What's that?
Right. This is how's it pronounced? It's Cuties. Is the and I can't pronounce.
Oh, District 5.
Yeah, this is like one of my friends, Robin, got me this. This was like some 3 milligram stuff from America. They do a white gummy as well. Really, really nice. The white gummy. And he sent me a few bottles of this, but this is an orange, and that and the blend one's the only orange vapes that I've ever really got on with. Oh yeah, that's not. I'm going to vape some of that later because that's really good.
Nice.
About it,
I've
yeah.
got some of that waiting to try as well.
The waffle stack.
Yeah.
Cream of bean, man.
Can you tell Andy's had it for a little while before he sent it out to me?
You know
Colour
something?
one, mate.
That's going to taste so good, though.
Yeah, it was that
It
color when I got
smells
it.
it as well.
Honestly, it's because
You can
The
really
syrup.
smell that maple.
I remember
that
some
maple
of
syrup.
them when they come out, man. Some of them were darker than that.
Bloody hell.
Problem
See you
is-
later, smell.
Yeah, Michelle.
They were nice, man.
Yeah,
The cream,
I mean,
I still say the creamy bean was the best one.
yeah, creamy bean was
Creamy
good.
bean or
And
Stifler's
snack was
mum.
good as well. Stifler's mum. I've got a bottle of the short fill Stifler's
Truthfully,
mum.
this is the first time I've ever had a bottle of Clyde Islands juice.
Yeah, I've got quite a few of them.
Well,
but
no,
yeah,
I've got quite a few.
I mean, it is. It's good. It is good. I mean, like Waffle Stack, I vaped so much of it though that now I'm kind of like, I just vape too much of it because when I discovered it, it was all I vaped for ages, And if they
Is it
ran
a
out
cotton
of that,
killer?
I'll tell you what else I like.
that wasn't too bad.
Right.
The monkey nut.
Yeah, I mean, I like peanut vapes and that, but that literally tasted
You notice
like
he reworded that there.
monkey nuts, like
Monkey
literally,
nuts.
like yeah, it did, but it was just a bit dry tasting to me. Like whereas a
Yeah,
peanut
but
one's a bit
I did like
smoother. Yeah, but yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's their other ones, isn't it? Next expo I'll go to, if I've got some money, I'm going to grab me a couple of bottles of them. Give them ones a good
I
try.
got to try the new one. I ain't tried it yet.
which one?
They got a new one with pineapple.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Pineapple tends to work really well in vaping.
Yeah, it's the new marketplace flavor.
I mean,
Like watermelons, to me, that always works. You have a decent watermelon flavour.
That's because you're a fruit guy.
Yeah.
only. Do you remember the one that Toby B brought out? He brought out Sugar Lips and Tropical Smile with the two juices. The Sugar Lips was like a blueberry.
You want about Flavour Boss?
No, Tony B. Like the guy who designed the Pulse and stuff. He brought out a few years ago two juices that, well, we might have brought out more, but the ones that I saw were called, there was one called Sugar Lips, which is like a blueberry flavor, really nice. And then there's another one called Tropical Smile, which tasted just like the pineapple chunks. Like the pineapple cubes that you used to get from the sweet shop.
Yeah.
Tasted just like them. But unfortunately, there was something wrong. Something was clashing with the Nick shots. When I was putting Nick shots in it, it just went really harsh. So I think it was just like a incompatible VG-PG type. Where I think they might have come from different sources or something like that. And that's why sometimes when you add the nicotine, it tastes harsh. And then other times it doesn't. It tastes just, exactly as it should. But
I know where I can get a nice pineapple cube.
Ooh.
Yeah, out the toilets in the pub.
Nah.
Who remembers them? Them bloody ring things they used to put in the urinals.
Oh,
The local boy me still uses them.
Yeah.
As well, they've been in there since the place was built.
Hey, Zippy, we were talking earlier about stuff we do besides vaping. Do you got any other hobbies?
I've got a couple, man. I love my V-dubs. So like, I've got my camper van that it's a T4, which I'm sort of still doing at the minute. Other than that, back in the gym, doing my truck models and bits and pieces.
What's all that stuff behind you?
What, all this?
Yeah, the little bobbleheads.
Yeah, man. Foo Fighter bobbleheads.
Cool.
Awesome.
Well, they're the pots. Oh, no, they're proper bobbleheads as well.
Those are awesome.
It's the whole band, including Remy.
I remember it was. I was talking to about Foo Fighters once, and I was like, "Yeah, David Grohl from Nirvana." I was like, "What? The guy from
I'll be
Nirvana?"
right back.
I'm like, "Say again?"
Wow.
I was like, "No, he's the drummer from Nirvana." That's now.
Yeah, I've had that a few times. People go,
I was just like,
the lead singer of Foo Fighters looks like the drummer from Nirvana. That's because it is him.
That's why.
Yeah. Really? How can you not know?
Well, wait and see where they're coming over this year, man. They must be doing. They're doing a 25-year anniversary tour. and they're all over America at the moment. We're waiting to see when they come over here. We reckon it's going to be around download.
Well, I mean, I really want to go see Foo Fighters live. So if they do come over, then that's something I definitely would be interested in going to. Because
Mate,
So,
come
I love
on.
live music.
I've only ever been to see bands play live once, and that was at Downloads 3 years ago.
Don't lie.
When System of Down last played in the UK.
Michelle told me you used to go to all the Take That concerts. You had Robbie
I've been
Williams.
to a Take That concert, man. I've been to a Take That concert at Villa
Never
Park.
been to one?
We were on the rail, man.
No, I've only ever been to see bands play live once, and that was at the Download 2016, 2017, something like that.
Jesus.
Yeah. Michelle paid for us a Christmas present. Well, birthday present.
I went
Not
to
long
Festival.
The worst gig I've ever been to was Metallica.
Was it?
Yeah, Metallica ain't all that live, really.
We were in the NEC and we were sat down. We couldn't get the standing tickets, man, and it just killed it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I mean,
That's not the sort of music you want to be sat down.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's you want to be stood up down in the mosh pit. Do you know what I mean? And give it
right,
up. I mean, the last festival I went to was 2015 Festival on the Isle of Wight, which was absolutely banging. Like just the eclectic type of different music that there was literally everything, all in different arenas, all going on all at the same time. And like on the main stage on the Saturday, you had Missy Elliott, you had Duran Duran, like, do you know what I mean? Just to show like the complete difference. And what it does, it kept everyone moving around, because otherwise what happens is if you just have like one arena that's got dubstep or drum and bass, you'll just get crowds congregating around there and stuff like that. So they kept moving everything around, and it was really, really good. I saw quite a lot of bands some bands I didn't even know they were really, but like it was really good. And then before that, I mean, I've been to Glastonbury a couple of times, but I went there one year and it was one of the years of the mud. And like the second day, someone jumped up the tent, right? And I was just like, I'd already had enough. Like literally, just putting the tent up was bad enough. And then I got out the tent, and some fucking tree hugger that was dancing around in the mud, like just threw a big ball of mud straight in my face.
Oh, what?
Like, I looked like a cow with shit on my face at 100 miles an hour. Literally, I was like, right, that's it, I'm going, and I was gone.
Mate, the last one we went to was Foos at the Lead Festival, and we went up there for that. And to be fair, we were in the mosh pit from about 11 o'clock till gotta be just before midnight. Never moved for a piss once, man. But there was Foos were on it. Frank Carter and the Rattlesnakes. He's fucking brilliant. There was Youngblood from Doncaster. You ever heard any of his stuff, Youngblood?
No.
He's all right, man. He's all right. He's a good little lad. But there was them and A Day to Remember from America. They're awesome, man.
May have heard of them. I'm not.
They were good. Check their music out, man. And Enter Shakira.
Shakira. Enter Shakira.
Shakira.
They were there.
Like,
They were there.
Yeah, they're all right. They are.
It was a banging day, man.
I tell you what, I'd love to see live is Wycliffe Jean. I'd love to see that guy live. Just him with his guitar, you know. Don't need to see anybody else. Just Wycliffe and his guitar. That dude.
I don't know. I would really love to see Queen play like back in the day. Freddie Mercury played back then. That would have been fucking awesome.
Mate, that was a killer lineup, man.
Yeah.
There's two.
How you doing, Josh? Back again.
2 concerts I went this year was when Foos play, they're coming over. So we're waiting on release dates on them. I'll hit you up, Andy, as soon as I get them.
Yeah, hit me up as soon as, because I'd love to do that. I want to see Chili Peppers again as well. Because I
haven't seen Chili Peppers.
Yeah, I seen them once years ago. But I haven't sort of seen them since the By the Way album came out. I haven't seen them since before that, which is what I'd really like to see, because I know loads of people like their really earlier stuff, but for me, By the Way was just such a fucking great album.
For me, as soon as Anthony Kiedis started making up words that didn't exist to rhyme with other words, then I was like, meh.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like that kind of thing's been stolen from the rap and hip hop world, I think, like where people just like they say words in a certain way to make them rhyme with words that they just don't really rhyme with. But yeah, I know what you mean. But the By the Way video just cracks me up with that guy with the fucking 118 shorts on. And the bum bag that rocking out in the subway. You know what I mean? He's going around
in the tunnel with the flares.
Yeah, he's just like, that guy fucking cracks me up, man. That video, like anytime I need cheering up, I just put that on. And
I remember seeing that on TV for the first time. I just sat there watching. I'm like, the fuck am I watching?
He's done a couple of their videos, didn't he, as well? He did, I can't remember now.
Zephyr. That was another trippy video. What was the one where it was like a video game?
That's Californication.
That was it, Californication.
Californication is a great track. But yeah, it's one of them things like, you know...
Give me a sec.
Like, I just found that the By the Way album, you could just play that from start to finish. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like there's not a lot of albums I can do that with and like every single track. You know, but By the Way, I could just. I am vaping on my billet box, Chris. My Nug, and on my Team Immortal with the OMEC.
Nice.
Got some of that PB and Jam Monster, the grape one, the one that you told me about.
I'm using the Kennedy I had off Paul. It's the first time I've used it properly. But I forgot, it's got a set of your coils installed, brand new coils, man, so I'm well happy.
Talking of coils again.
Where's my coils, Andy?
I know. You know what, right? I went to town Saturday, and I took a load of stuff with me. No, but listen, right? I took a load of stuff with me, like a big bag of fucking parcels to sort it, and I posted them all, and I got home and I looked and there was like 4 still on the table, and I was like,
It
was just like,
Dude, it won't be the first time you've done that. It won't be the last.
No rush.
But yeah.
I can't believe I missed all the music chat, man. It's well annoying. I sat backstage, it's like, oh, I'm talking my language now.
Isn't it? I'll tell you the other one I want to see this year that's come over, Guns N' Roses, man.
Yes.
But the prices are extortionate, man.
It will be, man. They like to make money, and they're playing at Spurs Stadium, which is just commanding loads of money. So,
I was going to say, I seen that the other day, and I was like, I'd love to go and see them live again.
first gig in that venue, man. It's going to be awesome. I still need to go there. I want to go to the new stadium. It's incredible. I'd quite like to go there and watch some NFL, actually, because obviously it's the home of NFL in London.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. With the whole retractable.
But yeah, there's loads of stuff I'd like to see like that. Coils, coils. Your mum should have used one. We all know that, Vinny.
Savage.
Got him.
I want to know how many of our viewers have actually started sending things out for his birthday, and should he be worried?
Oh.
Well, I know there's one definite. I'm not going to say who it is, but there's one definite.
Yeah, I know of one that is having sent to him.
And there's going to be a letter in it, apparently, that he's got to read.
I heard that one of the ladies from that watches the show sending Vincent a pair of her used underwear, but you know that might just be.
No, that was me.
Oh right, okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that was Josh.
Yeah, all right. I remembered wrong again.
I'm sure
close.
that'll be.
My back's killing me.
Who's got the plug alert? Come on.
Josh
Who's got the plug alert?
panties.
What's that mean?
Plug alert.
Yeah, Josh has started selling his used underwear if anybody's interested.
Yep, yummy. Vincent
Scratch
likes
and
to make
sniff.
soup out of it.
Probably
Scratch and sniff.
take it, man. The dry cleaners, you got to pay them.
So
How's that Mankini coming along, Josh?
Pardon?
How's the Mankini coming along for Expo?
It's downstairs.
That's going to be a fun one.
Are we going to get a sneak preview of it?
It's in my vape drawer, and the wife was like, "What?" She went in there to get some coils out. She's like, "Why is there a mankini in the drawer?"
Are we going to get a sneak preview?
No. Maybe. No, not yet.
Well, none of us straight away, but if you insist.
It's LXV green as well, isn't it? So
Yeah, man. It's got to be. There's only one shade of green.
who's called themselves COVID-19 in the chat?
Plenty of cloud and vapor.
I'm waiting for the next mech mod release, the new COVID-19.
I know which one I recommend.
Yeah, just stay away from anything with ribbon wire in it if you want a cool vape or stainless steel. You know, just use a standard sort of nichrome fuse Clapton, something like that for a nice cool vape. Ribbon wire tends to get really hot, which is why staples give off quite a lot of flavor. But see, this is the thing. Like, you need the heat to give off the flavor. You know, with some juices, but certain types of wire act differently when they're heated up. So, you know, like I say, for a standard sort of like middle of the road vape, just go for something simple like a fuse Clapton. You know, it doesn't have to be fancy or anything. That's all I've got in my billet box in the RBA in here. It's just a 28 gauge nichrome 80 fuse Clapton with a 40 gauge rack. So look what the ohms are. 0.75. You know what I mean? Which is pretty high. But yeah, like that's a nice cool vape. But if you go with something like a flame staple, anything with ribbon wire in it, then you will get that extra bit of heat.
Love a flame staple.
Yeah, I like them as well. I don't mind the heat, you know. So it's one of them things. I think that you need the heat with certain juices to bring the flavour out.
But then certain juices don't like heat. It's really weird.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's different, and also, you know, it depends on what wattage or, you know, what power. COVID-19 was super hot. Try to fuse Clapton 20 gauge. See, that's why, right? Because the 20 gauge is so thick. You want to be using like a 26 or something like that. I mean, this is a 28. Yeah, but obviously the resistance is going to go up. So, you know, it's one of them things. Like a 20 gauge fuse Clapton
with a 32 wrap or something.
Yeah, that's a like 20 gauge with a 28 gauge rack. That's a big chunky coil.
Yeah.
You know, that's a lot of wire. Heat up, and that's just going to drain your battery. More than anything. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, so yeah, go for a finer wire. That's basically the best way. And for flavor as well, always go for a finer wire. Is where the best flavor's at. You know. Something with a 40 gauge rack might not last as long as something with a 36, but you know, it's a trade-off with the flavor.
Yeah, with mine in this one, I've got dual 28 Canthal with 42 N80 outer, and that was about 7 or 8 wraps on a 3 mil. They look kind of small in this, but then it's a 30 mil RDA, so
with series, I always go for 3.5 because it keeps down the overall width of the coil. So I always go for a 3.5 millimeter. You can get a bit more wick in there. Obviously, the higher power drain and higher power going through it is going to need more juice. Do you know what I'm saying?
I've got this one set
coil,
up.
more
About
wick.
0.4, 0.45.
See, that's quite high these days for series. Like, I get people asking me all the time for like 0.25 builds and stuff like that for series, which, I think that's too low myself. But,
I always stuck around 0.35, man. 0.3 at a push.
Well, my series aliens come in at 0.31, 0.32 and 7 wraps. And they, and they're all right. They fit in like a 24 millimeter RDA with room. That's what I use on my Odins with the Redemptions. So yeah, it's one of them things. I think a lot of series coils aren't very practical either. Like you get these big 9-10 wrap ginormous coils, and by the time they ramp up, half your battery's dead. And then the RDA gets so hot where there's not a lot of room in there because of the coils. And just one of them things. But it's all personal preference, really. You've just got to keep trying different things. Yeah.
I can.
I agree. 0.25 for series are stupid, but then it depends on what the mod is as well, because some don't really actually hit that hard. So, you can get away with using them.
I think they're yours.
Yeah, that's my series fused.
That's the ones you done with for the Pandora. They're still brand new. No wonder I got no bloody calls. They fitted into everything.
I think that's one of the reasons why I like big RDAs, because you can stick pretty much any size into them, big or
It's the only
small.
it's the only thing that's going to fill that hole in your face, though, isn't it?
Well, I think you trade off favouring big RDAs. That's the thing. So
I can't help if it's like a belly, 80 belly button.
I don't know, man. I still prefer 24, 25 mil RDAs.
Yeah, I like them. I love this. My gears, APOC gears. Actually, there's battery in it.
Yeah, I mean, these are black because I've been using them the same juice for a couple of weeks, but that's my series aliens.
Oh, God. Oh, it tasted funky. These need a rewick.
Yeah, they do need a rewick, but if you have a look,
about mine?
They're 3.5 millimeter, but they're only 7 wraps. So, I mean, and this half-dead batteries as well, to be fair, because it's just been sat on the side. But
they're black.
I'm assuming this is just your fused Claptons, Andy.
Huh?
I'm assuming these are just your fused Claptons. I can't tell. They're a little bit flattered. Still fire well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why they're black.
That's the 24 gauge. I've also got my little cuter, little Stabwood 21700 squonk, little mech squonk, little Citadel RDA on top. I mean, it's only like 0.2.
And these aren't. These are wraps. For what? Strange. Oh no!
There's so many different coils on the market these days, though.
There's loads.
Depends on what you're after, though, man.
Yeah.
I might just stick with my fused Claptons. If I want anything different, I'll just hit up Andy, and if he ever sends any out.
I mean, the thing is, though, is you can just use fused Claptons. I mean, come on, like, let's be honest. How much of a difference really is there with some of the builds? Like, how much difference is there between them that makes, real world difference to the actual vape? Like, I don't know. I know some people that choose fused Claptons because they can't tell any difference between them and using aliens, for example. Like, so to them, they're, you know, I'd use fuse captains, but they're the people that just like to keep things simple, you know. Find something that works and stick with it.
What you got there, Alan? Feisty.
I mean, like lifespan is something, but like that, a lot of that will be to do with the wire that you use. If you use cheap wire, your coils aren't going to last long.
Yeah, wire's important.
Yeah, it's one like, you know, because once the coils are made, they can only be made in a certain way. They can only be made so good. So all other things being equal, it comes down to the wire quality. You know.
Buy cheap, buy twice, kind of thing.
Buy cheap, you never buy again.
Just said
I
that.
haven't got to try Andy's yet. I've been using wraps for like 3 years. I like them, but I've never tried Andy's coils.
I'll get some sent out. I'm at the moment. I'm just building all the time. I've got loads of wire made up. I just need to make it into coils and put them through the ultrasonic cleaner and stuff.
Yeah.
But,
When you got them ready, Andy, send them to me. 'Cause I've got the package ready to go over.
all right,
All right, and I'll just bang them in my package.
Thanks, good wood. Hello.
It says otherwise we'll all end up posting different ones, man.
that's what I use as well. Metal to the core. Metal to the core. Yeah, that's what I use as well. Kidney puncher and twisted meshes, which I think are the two best quality wires that I've ever used. I love the kidney puncher. It's really good quality.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Oh.
Use the best.
And if you got your hatch yet?
Metal to the core is pretty much the same, bro. It's just a little bit stiffer than kidney puncher. That's it. Yeah.
I'll be ordering mine soon.
Same.
So I saw quite a few posts about there was some announcement made in America, or was it a joke or what? Or I don't know. I was seeing stuff yesterday being posted on Facebook about I think I saw you put a post up actually, Nate. It said something about the White House have said that vaping's a safer alternative to smoking or something.
Yeah, I've seen that going around.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Complete U-turn on it.
Yeah, hopefully that'll wake some people up.
hopefully, but you know what it's like. Some people, once they've been told something, trying to convince them of that information was actually wrong is a very hard thing to do, especially when it's coming from the same source.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is when people do a U-turn like that, some people are like, nah, he's just been paid off, something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Along that lines, they think there's a nefarious reason behind it, but I don't know. All I know is if that's what's been said, then that's good by me,
Yeah.
That's a bit of good news and something positive. Vinny, his gingivitis is playing up, so he's just taking a bit of a rest. He's got.
He told me he had the shits.
Yeah, he's busy underneath his bridge, scaring goats and stuff.
He's having some issues
He's painting the rest of his shed.
with his butt.
Yeah, he's painting the other three corners of his shed.
Out that glory.
He's got literally he's just plasterboarded, like one board there and one board.
And it's only halfway up the wall. You point his camera down.
We're joking like that, Andy, but I can actually believe that that's what he's done. He's just done that one corner.
Yeah, 48 subs off 6K.
Yeah, come on, guys.
Using his beard to paint. Yeah, you could turn him upside down and use him as a broom.
Especially with that mohawk he's got going.
Yeah, That mohawk.
He only had 14 new handles, so he's all right.
Vinny's mohawk.
On the subject of them subs, what was that? With 48 members off 6K
I don't know.
on Vinny's channel. So if you can share, that'd be great. You know what I mean? Let's bump that figure up.
Yeah, we just popped on to give y'all a little content today. We were wanting to get in for an hour or so. We're going to try to get more and more content up during the week. Just pop in every once in a while and do some things, let y'all know what we're doing and what we got going on. If anyone, does any of y'all have anything y'all want to talk about before we wrap it up? No.
I got
Very good.
Okay. Snippy, why don't you do the closing words for us?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
All right. Let's think. We've got to obviously share and remind about Vinny's birthday, haven't we? You know, he wants it made special. So we got to make it special. So we need to do that, you know. The more imaginative the gift,
The better.
man. They're going to be open live, so you know what I mean. There's that. The only other thing I can say, man, is you know, keep spreading the positivity and you know, make your mission tomorrow to go out and make somebody smile. Doesn't matter, you know, just one person. If you can make somebody's day, fucking excellent, man. You know what I mean?
Can someone boot this 14-year-old out for the chat, please?
So what?
There's somebody said they're 14 in the chat telling us to stop swearing, so they need to go.
Bye.
Nope.
He's
I
done.
need to go.
All right. Well, I appreciate everybody checking in. We'll probably try to jump in another time this week before Sunday and let y'all know how things are going. And thank you for watching. We love everybody and share.
Yeah, man.
Bye.
Say,